You need state and local officials to say we are going to enforce the law. There's a time and a place for protest, and the middle of the highway has never been that time or place.
When is this going to be shut down?
Working on it.
You're endangering people. You're interfering with ambulances. You're hurting hundreds of thousands of citizens.
In the name of a free Palestine!
And this cannot happen, and that's why we have laws. There needs to be a demand for enforcement. Cause of action under the common law for centuries is something called false imprisonment. You're not allowed to confine and restrict the movement of a person without their consent. You can sue for civil damages, and because it's an intentional tort, you can sue for punitive damages.
Free Palestine!
And so you have these organizations like Jewish Voice for Peace and a variety of pro-Hamas organizations organized this. They told people to meet at the Starbucks, and then miraculously people went from that particular Starbucks, which not so coincidentally was vandalized.
You don't think that's vandalism? What you're doing?
And people who were at the Starbucks went on to go to block the highway.
You could be subject to arrest, serious injury, or even death.
This is where they cut the fencing.
We think there was a wink and a nudge at a minimum for JVP to have this happen, and they would have a cause of action against the individual protesters. Though they were not arrested, we can learn their names from the organizations themselves and get injunctions against the individual protesters from them doing this again. I would tell any potential client, look, you're suing left-wing activists affiliated with Antifa, and you could face harassment. Your name will be in the papers. The problem with the city and the state refusing to enforce these things, that means that anybody can do this now, because anybody protesting can block the highway, and then they can complain, wait, you're prosecuting us, but you didn't prosecute BLM or the pro-Palestinian protesters.
Was anybody arrested at this point?
No, they voluntarily left before we could give out the order.
And therefore, you're discriminating against us on First Amendment grounds. You just didn't like our speech, but you liked their speech. So until the city announces a new policy in advance, they won't be able to arrest anybody.
The people united will never be defeated.
And you need politicians willing to step forward and do that.